know it's only week one, but the results are pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Now a 2nd and 10. Goff now to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. The Bears sack. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Goff now looking to throw.
Throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Fielded just inside the 30. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down at the 33. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They go here with a former Lion, DeAndre Swift. And he will have the Bears 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
They had a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he is going to be stuck cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss. Second.
The combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's complete. Roma Dunze. That'll give him 8 that time. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Williams. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he will have the Bears 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game. That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way you press the hole, absolutely perfect.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. Williams going to sneak it. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Caleb Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears are on the board first here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Bears 7, Lions 7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. They definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Going back to Gibbs on first down. And he stopped immediately there. 2nd and 10.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 45-yard line.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
Back to throw, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
From the gun, here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Pass caught right side by Loveland. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. Will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Williams. Pass complete to Loveland. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides, look at him go. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Another run for Gibbs here. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 21-yard line. 62 yards. Great start.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
3rd and 5.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. as they've got it with a third down coming up.
Waste of time.
Now it's gone. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. Fourth down.
A gain of 4. Brings up fourth down and 1.
What's up?
Montgomery, they'll run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives are 1 and 2, both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. They'll get him to the ground at the 20, following a pickup of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty, able to get 80 yards there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard here.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Running is Monangai. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Chicago. Kyle Monangai, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Bears 21, Lions nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
180!
Here's Goff. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They give him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Black 20!
Now Goff. He had a man open but missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to see murmur through this crowd. This offense. They've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
20!
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. That flag, that'll push him back 5. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
For the Lions.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bears take over.
30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 31, here's a 2nd and 9.
Ready, set.
To throw, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. That's to the right side, caught by Burden. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
That's good.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Y'all can't talk about basic. We money more Power Ranger. Mine also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
Ready, set.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and 4.
Ready, set.
On the ground, it's Monunga. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Two yards still to go. Third down now.
Ready, set.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is caught. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now, light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Ready, set.
They'll run here with Monungai. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They've just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
This is 2nd and 8.
Ready, set.
To the air, Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third down. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Here's Manunga. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
Brings up second and goal.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Santos' kick is up and through. And
It's nothing.
And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know as special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run Manungai. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Looking to throw. Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. He'll try to pick it up himself. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Touchdown, Chicago! Kyle Manunga, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears have opened the lead up to 30. So, Charles, they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. Now, last week, they had the close victory. This one more commanding, much more comfortable.
Well, the sense we got from them was that last week they felt like they didn't play their best. They got the win, but they weren't really on top of their game. And they put it all together here in this one, haven't they? What an impressive performance.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
180.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. That's good for a gain of 6. And it's 2nd down.
6 yards.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's Goff. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
But you don't want to see more. You want to see more, but you only see some. Life just slows you down. Your body is acting up. Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You're checking about thoughts and memories.
We go tonight. Attack.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, still in the 3rd quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard. That deficit probably a little too much to overcome. But completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is to move the game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bears' 28-yard line.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Cut. Maverick. 180.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
White 20.
They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Gibbs again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead's down to 24. score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one won't bounce their way. It's covered up by the hands team. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Williams looking to do it himself. Throw right side taken in by Adunze. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And now here's a carry heading left. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
Ready to run!
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready to run! Here we go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Caleb Williams, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Bears are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Santos now to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that part, man. I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Cut. 180.
From the 50, it's Goff. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. The 20, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Bears. Touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. In search of redemption from the pick 6. Goff finds Gibbs on the check down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, shout!
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Past the 20, 5, and he is in Chicago. Kyle Monungai, 40 yards. And the Bears are on their way to a 2-0 start. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now the point after try for Santos. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
Khalif Raymond on the reserve. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
And this offense on third down today, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, Bart, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first you come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
11.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Cut. 180. Value 1. What's that?
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Check.
Back to throw. Goff. Goff had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Shoes. 1-8. Ric Flair. What's that? It's screen.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Is a turnover on downs.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Jack Campbell running him down behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Williams looking to do it himself. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but on before they work it across midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Play action. Now Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Ready, son.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go out of bounds after taking a little further down inside the 40. 195 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Throwing is Williams. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Things looking pretty good on the scoreboard. They're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go. Here's Williams. Trying to fit it in the middle, but it's intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Turnover on down.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right,
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Black 20.
Goff now to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And what a return as he brings us all the way back to the 25-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Ryan Branch from the secondary in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. From the 21, here's second down and 5. Here's Williams. Now he's going to step up and run. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was here a while ago as he just ran on as a big lead.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
Check a lane like a game of chess. You want to be better, bring your best. When you standing in your front yard yelling, bring them out, bring them out. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring them out, bring them out. All the dope boys yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Front the back day yelling, bring them out, bring them out. Front yard yelling, bring them out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Options galore here, second and a few inches. Again, they'll go Brown with Montgomery. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 43 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Value, 120.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
180. What's that?
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. He lost gains 2, and it brings up 4.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
180. What's that?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. And now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Yeah, they know what's up. Cause I never gave up. All I know is going to get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain and taking off your damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg.
Santos to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Here we go.
This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film and find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Now 2nd and 5.
Done. What's that?
One last throw here for Goff. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete dominance.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season, but on game day, you both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Bears, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.